Hi everyone, Aiden here with etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at Gen-Y's offset gooseneck ball for your factory prep package, and we're going to see how it fits on our 2019 GMC Sierra 2500. Now, why would you want something with an offset ball like this? Well, if you're like us and you don't have the 8-foot bed, then you might find yourself wanting for some extra turning clearance. It's really just going to depend on the truck and trailer combination you have, but especially if you're towing, say, like a fifth wheel camper that you've converted to hook up to a gooseneck ball, and that camper has a really large nose, or say you've got a horse trailer with a big sleeping quarters in the front. You might find yourself needing that extra turning clearance because you just have more mass up there, and the closer it sits to the cab, the more unnerving it's probably going to be when you are having to make a tight turn or back into a spot. This kit is going to give you a 5-inch offset, so it's going to put everything 5 inches closer to the tailgate of your truck. And that can be a really big difference when making those tight turns between hitting your cab and having the proper clearance to make that turn. The one thing I'll say with this though is that it isn't a full kit. You're not going to have safety chain loops included, so you will have to pick those up separately to be towing legally. Kurt makes a set that gives you just the safety chain loops, and they're designed to fit in that factory puck system, just like this Gen-Y Hitch is. So it's going to work really well with the whole system. You just have to keep in mind to pick those up. The way this all works though, since it is offset, you've got to keep it from rotating. So the back two pucks here are occupied by some pins, and those are just designed to keep the whole system from rotating. In the center, where our normal puck would be if we were just hooking up a standard gooseneck ball kit, is our release latch. That's going to be operated through, first, this linch pin that you can just pop out and set aside, and then this middle pin that you want to lift straight up and twist, and that will allow you to lift the entire assembly out, and it'll reveal underneath where we've got these ball bearings. Right now you'll see that they are recessed, and if I flip that latch at the top, it's going to push those ball bearings out, and that's what locks everything into that factory puck underneath. Everything's spring-loaded, so it is a little bit aggressive when you go to drop it in. So my advice would be to just set it there as best you can, pull straight up on it, and twist it to that unlocked position, and then very carefully just adjust things, keeping your fingers clear as it drops in. We can lock it and secure that linch pin to make sure that this latch doesn't come undone. With this setup, you're going to have a 25,000 pound gross trailer weight rating. That's how much weight it's rated to pull. And it has a 6,000 pound vertical load limit. That's the maximum downward pressure on the end of it. Since it is offset, that ball doesn't have as much support underneath besides that really thick steel it's welded to. So that's the reason they give a vertical load limit. Of course, though, you want to check out what your truck is rated for, and if it's not rated as highly as this kit, then just go by the lower rated component. But as far as this option from Gen-Y goes, I think it's going to be a really great choice if you're looking for some extra turning clearance. Even if you find that your truck and trailer combination on their own are good, but you maybe have a tonneau cover that sticks out a little bit into the bed, say like a hard rolling cover or even a hard folding cover that sticks straight up, that extra 5 inches of clearance could be the difference between having to remove that tonneau cover while you're towing or leaving it installed and not having to worry about it. It really just comes down to your combination and your truck setup. But if you don't need the offset and you find that you're just doing good on turning clearance, then I'd strongly recommend looking at the B&W kit for a gooseneck ball, because it's going to give you everything you need from the ball to the safety chain loops and even a nice carrying case to keep it all together when it's not in use. B&W just does a really great job with their construction, and it's going to be really easy to use because you don't have to ever grab the ball to remove it. So if you grease the ball for towing, you're going to keep your hands clean, and it's just going to be a lot less fuss that way. But today, this is just our look at the Gen-Y kit with the 5-inch offset on our 2019 GMC Sierra 2500. My name's Aiden, and thank you for watching.